I'm Nova Wheatman, author of books such as The Secrets We Keep and Sick Bay.
And I am Emily Gale, author of books such as The Other Side of Summer and I Am Out with Lanterns.
So today, session 1 is how to create a character. And whenever Emily and I are writing, we always start with character. So we always learn everything there is to know about our characters. And that's what we're going to be doing today.
The more character detail you work out now, the easier your story will be to write.
So first of all, we're going to show you how we create characters. So I don't know if you can see just over here on the wall, the character of Clem, which is my character in The Secrets We Keep, this character here. When I came up with her, I thought all about the sort of character she was. And so I made her really, because she's a runner and she runs whenever she gets angry. So I made her small and sporty and compact. And so we're going to show you how we create characters, and then at the very end of listening to us talk about how we create characters, you'll have a chance to do your own. So don't panic too much, just have a look at what we're doing, and then there'll be a reminder of the 3 tasks we want you to do to start thinking about your own characters.
For now, we want to create plenty of detail in 3 layers. The heart and mind of your character, also known as the core. The flesh of your character, also known as the backstory. And what your character looks like, also known as the outer layer.
So a good way to think about character when we're starting off thinking about character is, I guess, the things that they are scared of. What are their fears and what do they want? Because those things are kind of always part of what makes a great character.
These fears and wants can be objects, people, feelings, events, anything you choose. You could start out by basing it on your own fears and wants, and then you could get more creative. You could keep it very realistic, if you enjoy realistic stories, or you could be more wildly imaginative, if that's the kind of story you like to read.
So I'm now going to give my character 5 fears. And the fears can be anything, really. Like if you think about what you're frightened of, it can be all sorts of things. But my first one is going to be being alone. Public speaking. I was never very keen on public speaking. Having to eat broccoli at a friend's house. You know that thing where you have to eat someone else's food that you don't like? Having to eat broccoli at a friend's place. Horror movies. Super scared. And being made to change schools. Now, my 5 wants for my character. She, and I'm going to say she because I know it's a she already, she wants to be funny. She wants a best friend. She wants her parents to get back together. She wants to like horror movies. And she wants her little brother to stop embarrassing her. It's good with fears, it's good with fears and with wants to think about things that maybe aren't easy to change or aren't easy to achieve, because then that starts to give you tension for the story. So now I've worked out my character's fears and wants, I can start to think about all the other things that make up my character. So I guess I just start to build out. That's their core, like the inside of who they are, and then I start to build out and out and out and out. So I start to cover all of them as a person. And to do that, I usually use this kind of weird circle diagram thing that looks a bit like a spider or, you know, whatever, an octopus. So mine has a circle at the beginning and lots of sort of spikes off it, but yours can look however you want it to look.
Naming a character can be hard, and sometimes I change my mind quite a bit when I'm writing a story, so I'm going to do that when I know a little bit more about my character. but I can fill in the wants and fears section because I already know them.
So let's start with what we know first. So my character wants parents together, best friend. I know they want a best friend, so maybe they have a group of friends, but no one close. I know that this character is about, say, 13 years old, and it's a girl, but I don't know what her name is yet, so I'll keep going on the things that I do know. I know that she doesn't like broccoli, because we know that from one of her fears. She doesn't like horror movies, and she really doesn't like living between two houses. Because I know that she wants her parents together, and I know she doesn't like living between two houses, I know she does live between two houses. So mum, house, dad, flat. We know she wants to be funny, so maybe she's doesn't think she's funny. So, but she's still confident, but shy at public speaking. So perhaps because she wants a best friend, but she doesn't feel like she has one. She doesn't like being embarrassed. Maybe she blushes really easily. Dresses like other people, others, so she doesn't stand out. Sporty, tall. And now we've started to kind of get to know who our character is. We still don't know what her name is. And sometimes I find names are really hard, and sometimes they come really late. Sometimes all these other things are much easier. And if you think about yourself, if you think about all the things that make you who you are, we just need to layer it with as many things as we possibly can, because then we really know everything about our character. So her parents call her Beatrice, but her friends call her BB, Beatty, or B. And maybe she wants a special friend to call her one of those names. So there's my character.
Meanwhile, I'll start on my character's flesh, or backstory. Looking at the list of fears and wants I wrote earlier, I know he hates storms and deep water. So I'm going to challenge him from the start and make him live on a small island in the Southern Ocean. I really like writing about grandparents because I had interesting grandparents when I was young. So I'm going to make this boy live with his grandmother. I'm already starting to think of what she might be like. I'll add that this boy really wants a smart dog, and that he loves the island because it's wild and free, but he also wonders what life is like in busier places with lots of people his age. He hates birds, so that could be an interesting problem on an island. He's interested in climate change, and he thinks the storms on this island are getting worse. I know he's scared of birds, and I think I'm going to put a lot of annoying birds on this island. So I've decided I'm going to give him a bird-like name. Finch. But I still can't really see Finch in my imagination, even though I've done a lot of work on him. So I'm going to go looking for him. I could try a website of stock photos like istockphoto.com. If I type in boy and 13, let's see what comes up. This is a photo that makes me think Finch, so I'm going to use this face to inspire the rest of my physical description. Long hair over his eyes the colour of a cold ocean. I'm going to make him tall for his age and slim, almost bony, but he's strong from all the work he has to do for his grandmother on the island. By following these 3 easy steps, we've now got 2 characters who are ready to be put into a story. It could be any type of story: horror, comedy, a realistic friendship story, a fantasy. That bit's up to you. Because we've started to get to know our characters from the inside, we can imagine how they'll react to things and what they're going to want to do in the story.
So now it's your turn to create your character, and you can use this method to create as many key characters as you like. I'm going to call it the spider method because I sort of like that idea. and have fun. Thanks.
Here's a reminder of what we did. First, we figured out the heart and mind of our character, also known as the core, by listing 5 fears and 5 wants. Then we fleshed out our character, also known as the backstory, by filling in the chart. And finally, we imagined what our character might look like.